David Palmer, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we'll check in with her right now.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of getting on the same page early. As you know, they brought in a lot of transfers this offseason, including their quarterback. It's still early in the year, and he wants to see, can they get the chemistry going? I'll keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. The Gamecocks been the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So the SMU Mustangs headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
The ride. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind him and get back in it.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Hits inside, it's Owens. Moving past the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And off to Jones. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Could be an alley. He's up to 55 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Throwing Raiola. catch in the middle. It's Singleton. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. We mentioned earlier the number of players they lost, but you have to replace those guys, and that's why a lot of these programs now have general managers to watch over the portal and figure out which guys do we need to bring in here, Jesse.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit, too, because I think they were expecting the mass exodus. They had their feelers out. They were evaluating talent on other teams, David, and they were able to bring a lot of guys in via the portal.
Yeah, and that's what's fun about college football now is you can reload really quickly. Bring in all these guys. You know exactly what they are. They have so much experience and playing time closer to a finished product.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got some room in under the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's knocked down.
Coming back to the quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Auguste. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Sellers. Between the hashes, it's Sellers. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rushes on. Trying to buy time. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turns upfield. And And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Long way to go on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyler. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's Jones. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bringing it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Churns into the pile. Racing to the right. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can play plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Hands it off. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rush right in his face. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face... down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sellers. Left side is Sellers. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Under pressure. Breaks loose. And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute. Tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop it.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. To the air, it's Sellers. Out wide left, it's Sellers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Jones. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Throwing Sellers. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground. And
gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Sellers. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And he's going to bring this one out. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 15 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Hurricanes, looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
first play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Marshall. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola. Right side, it's Owens. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out. Maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
With the catch, it's Singleton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Marshall. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start on the ground with Auguste. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sellers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling and create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Here's Raiola to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Hand off to Jones. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Play fake, Sellers. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers finds his target. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Here's a give to Auguste. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Raiola. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
This is a designed run. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The run inside. It's Owens. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Left side is Singleton. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Throwing Raiola. And he gets it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Caught. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Here's Sellers to throw. Look out! He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throwing Sellers. This one's complete. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Lost to throw on 1st. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Drops back on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Sellers. Rushes on. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's past the sticks. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Might as well give it to him again.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Tough run here. It's Owens. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They give it to him again. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Myers on the move. And the timing just a hair off.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.